short week, first time I think this season you've had that here. How do you handle that as a quarterback?
It's definitely challenging. We got to get in early, watch a lot of film. They have 2 weeks on us to prepare, and we have 5 days. So we got to make every practice, every meeting count this week.
Coach Fick mentioned, I think last week, how during camp he had to talk to you about your body language, whether it was a completion or an incompletion or drop pass. He wanted to make sure you looked the same after whatever the play was. How have you worked on that, and has that helped you navigate the ups and downs of this season?
Yeah, I think me personally, I think I'm super hard on myself, and if I throw an incompletion, I'm pissed. And so I think sometimes I'd kind of dang, pissed like that. And but now I just try to, as a quarterback, you kind of have to stay level at all times, no matter what's happening, if it's good or bad. So I really try to work on that and just trying to get better every day.
I asked Coach the same thing. He's talked about this offense and defense trying to figure out kind of its identity this season. What have been the challenges for that offensively, and what do you want the identity of the offense to be?
I don't know if it's always just one thing for the identity. We want to be balanced. We want to run the ball and throw the ball. And it's kind of just what the defense gives you every week. So last week they were really good at stopping the run, and we knew we were going to have to throw out those RPOs and stuff like that. So it's kind of just what the defense gives you every week and how you're going to attack that.
Have you been surprised at how many teams have stacked the box and tried to shut down the run game, or is that just the nature of the teams that you've played, that's been, more their MO?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of unique week to week, and I'm not really sure their whole mindset behind it, but we're just going to take what the defense gives us, and if that's throwing the ball 50 times a game, then I guess that's what we're going to have to do. But we'd like to be balanced with our offense.
How fun has it been for you to see Chuck have the success that he's having? You've been around for everything that he's been through. Such a good kid, guy, grown man now, I guess. But how cool has that been to see him battle through all that adversity and become the guy he is?
It's been really cool because we came in together as early enrollees. Him, Malik, and I were roommates to begin with in January of 2018. Feels like forever ago, but Chuck has done such a good job, and obviously he's gone through so much adversity with his injuries, and just to see him back out there on the field having fun and the success he's having is a really cool thing to see.
So you mentioned the short week. Obviously, ECU has been predominantly in stopping the run this week. What have you seen from them on tape as this short week approaches Friday night?
Yeah, they're a really good team. Really good defense, very physical. They got a lot of seniors and older guys in that defense, so they know what they're doing. They've been around for a while, and they're going to give us their best shot.
Yeah.
And how much do you look forward to nights like Friday night? Everybody knows how the atmosphere is different in Empress Stadium on a Friday night, but the conference race is really good. It's really tight. These games in November mean a lot. Just all of that kind of thrown into one bowl here on Friday night. How much do you look forward to these moments?
Oh, I think we're all looking forward to it. It's a really big game. There's a lot on the line, and I think that's kind of where we're playing our best right now. Is kind of when our backs are against the wall, and it's down to crunch time. Like, we know we have to make plays. We're gonna have to do everything we can to win, and we're just really excited for the opportunity to play a good team.
You mentioned being really hard on yourself. Coach Fick just talked about on this last week that maybe had a little conversation with you about how you were handling maybe the scrutiny or outside noise. How did that go, and how do you approach that? I'm sure it's probably been increased a lot this year.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than last year, that's for sure. But honestly, I have pretty thick skin. That stuff doesn't really get to me. I'm just focused on this team, this season, and all I really care about is what the people in the locker room and the coaches say about me. I don't really care about what anyone else says about me. I'm just focused on getting better for this team and winning games.
Another guy you have a friendship with is Metz, and he obviously got back in there this week. What was that like to have him in front of you and knowing all the things that he's been through to get back out there?
Yeah, Metz is a close friend of mine, and he's worked super hard, and we came in together too, just like Charles, and it was super cool to see him back out there, and excited for his progression as the season moves on.
Put any more loft on balls? You don't
Yeah, I
think
mean,
like
sometimes I'll catch myself losing. I can't see the receiver out there because he's just so tall. But yeah.
A very general question about one of your teammates, but I'm curious your answer. What makes Josh Bryant such a good footballer?
Everything about him. He brings so much energy to the team. He's super physical, super talented, athletic. Will go up and make plays, and he just makes my job so much easier. Him and Lenny both. We have two really good tight ends, and Josh is a tremendous athlete and football player, and he's going to continue to play this game for a long time.
Replacing Alec was always going to be a challenge for this offense. How important has it been to see Jaden start to step up the way that he has been? And did you know he had that much shape to him, where he's losing guys in space?
Honestly, no, I didn't know that. I've known Jaden for a really long time, since like middle school, when we played 7-on-7 together in Chicago. And I've known he's always been really good, and it's just a matter of getting him the ball. I mean, we have so many good receivers, so many good playmakers that it's hard to get everyone the ball all the time. So I knew at some point he was going to make plays like that, and he's going to continue to do a really good job, and I'm super excited for him.
Chad, then Jason. Oh, sorry. Jason, then.
Ben, you talked about having thick skin. Have you always been like that growing up? I know you grew up in the social media age, and who's helped you develop that, or if anyone? Like, how talk a little more about that.
I think it's just my personality. I'm not like I know there's some guys out there that are like, they're they kind of have a quick trigger to fight and stuff like that, and I'm always just like, I don't like to get involved in that stuff. And but when people say things bad about me, like, I don't really care. It's just words. Like, I don't really care. I mean, all I care about is the people who are important to me, what they think about me, and besides that, I don't really care. It's really just my personality. I'm pretty easygoing, and that stuff doesn't really bother me.
As a quarterback and a studier of offenses, I'm curious to get your thoughts on the SMU Houston craziness that happened the other day.
Yeah, I didn't see the game, but I just saw the stats, and I saw it on like the bottom of the ESPN thing, like SMU quarterback throwing for like his 9th touchdown. I'm like, what the heck? It's like half the touchdowns I had this whole season. But I don't really know how that happens, but it's crazy, and kudos to them for their offensive firepower.
You talked about the preparation that goes into a short week, whether it's that or coming off the loss the week before. From a quarterback leadership perspective, what have you tried to do these past 2 weeks to get you guys ready for each game?
Yeah, I think just like I said before, just making the most of the opportunities we have on the practice field and in the meeting room, and I think really just making sure everyone knows the importance of each of those meetings and practices, and because before you know it, like Friday's going to be here, and we're going to be out there on Nippert with the lights on, everyone out there, so got to make it all count.
Cool. Any other questions for Ben? Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.